Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Such a skilled big, 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a three-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Now here's Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Back to Trent. Wing shot on the way. The rebound by Detroit. On the wing, Holiday. This one for three. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Holiday with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. Daniels misses.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Over to the wing. From deep, Sarr. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Daniels. On the wing, Holiday. Outside Whitmore. Now here's Vucevic. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Now here's Miller. Now Trent. Cunningham outside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's great composure from Cunningham. Saves the possession as the clock runs out.
Pistons trail up by 3. Now Holiday. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's Holiday. Clock at 6. Outside Reddish from 20 feet.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
Back to Trent. Pass to Cunningham. Trent left side. Up top, Johnson. Still no points. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Vucevic. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Whitmore missing. The Timberwolves lead by 3. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. Pistons trail by 6. Holiday with the ball. Stewart outside. Back to Holiday. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Pass to Sarr. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Here's Sarr. It's hauled in by Reddish. And here's Detroit. 4-point game. Stewart outside for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball.
Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Reddish. Trent for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Here's Reddish. 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Cunningham, right side. Outside Johnson. 4 on the clock. That shot missing.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Outside Reddish. Takes a 13-footer. Sarr pulls it in.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Sarr, still without a bucket. And he makes it on the layup.
Just bouncing off contact. Sarr, man, 2 points the hard way.
Outside Holiday. The 3-ball. Drains the triple. Holiday's got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Miller. Oh, they get a hand on it. Reddish with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Here's Whitmore outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And here's Trent. Outside Johnson. Cunningham outside. 5 to shoot. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Cunningham's got his second basket of the game. Outside Reddish. Back to Holiday. Pass to Reddish. Here's Holiday, guarded by Trent. Now here's Whitmore. Here's Reddish. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Minnesota. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Now here's Cunningham. Oh, what a move by Cunningham inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 7. Pass to Shepherd. Fires the 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Now here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Fires it from 18. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Vucevic is a very efficient mid-range shooter and has been for most of his career.
Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by Whitmore. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 3. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Now here's Holiday. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game.
Well, Holiday has terrific vision. He's great at spotting open guys.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Cunningham outside. Inside. Thibault. And that one is hammered home.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Now Holiday. 5 points in the game. Outside Whitmore. And stolen by Cunningham. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to Portis. Shoots over Vucevic. Pass to Portis. Outside Thibault. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Pistons trailing. Holiday with the ball. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Pass to Thibault. Toppin outside. Back to Thibault. Cunningham with the ball. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here's Holiday. Outside Strus. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Here's Pritchard. Down low. Here's Mathurin. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And that slam had some power behind it. Mathurin is just so much fun to watch.
And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul of the game. Detroit with the ball. Here's Pritchard. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Portis. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Thybulle. To the right side. And here's Shepard for three. The trifecta. Shepard's got his second basket on the night.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Vucevic. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You gotta play smart.
Now here's Toppin. No made baskets yet. And the basket's good, off the assist from Dinwiddie. And now a 6-point Minnesota lead.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Craig. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Detroit making a change here. 1:46 left to play in the half. Here's Pritchard. A shot to stop the run. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Dinwiddie outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Shepard. 6 points for him. Toppin outside. 5 on the clock. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Craig. Back to Daniels. Stewart outside. Over Toppin. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Stewart's got 5 now.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
Here's Shepard. There's the triple. The rebound by Stewart.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Daniels. Yet to see a basket. The Pistons need to get one up quick. From deep, Strus. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Stolen by Strus. Puts up a deep three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Back to the game after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Now here's Cunningham. Trent outside. Here's the three. And Craig pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the foul on Gary Trent. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And it's Detroit with the ball. 7-point differential. Pass to Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Craig. The three. Sarr pulls it in.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Here's Daniels. No points so far. Back to Holiday. Pass to Daniels. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Cade taking it in. Here's Miller. From outside, off the mark. Pistons trail by 8. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to Daniels. Craig with a screen. Daniels, that one's true.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Johnson with it. And there's a 3-second violation. Here's Holiday. He's got 5. There's the drive. Pass to Daniels. Stewart with it. Shot clock at 5. Outside Holiday. The 3 is up. Sinks it from distance. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Cunningham looking it over. To the wing, right side. Here's Sarr. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Sarr's got 5 points now this quarter.
If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Good drive by Holiday. Outside Craig. Pass to Stewart. Nice move. And it's good on the layup. Stewart's got 7 points in the game.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Back to Cunningham. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by Reddish. Pistons trail up by 3. And he drives in. Out to Craig for the tie. And Detroit another 3. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. power players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better. Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of.
Pass to Daniels. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Up top, Miller. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham outside. Let's go with a three. Oh, Cunningham from way out there.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
And Holiday powers it home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
Here's Whitmore. And he lays it up and in. And it's now only a 1-point Minnesota lead.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Johnson on the wing. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And it's Holiday with the ball for the Pistons. And picked 20th back in 2021. Jalen Johnson might end up being the steal of that draft, Coach.
Well, look, Brian, when we see guys take a big jump like Johnson has, it's usually because they have shot the ball better like he has. He's really blossomed during his third year and still has plenty of room to grow. Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Timberwolves on D. They've led by as much as 10. Right wing. Here's Vucevic. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Right side Johnson. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Reddish. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
When you have Dinwiddie as a teammate, you have to be ready. Spencer is a tremendous distributor.
Vucevic with it. Portis picks him up. That one goes in. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Now Dinwiddie. No points yet. Pass to Shepherd.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Pistons leading. Outside Whitmore. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Reddish. Whitmore with it. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And so it's Drew Holiday making things happen for the Pistons, helping them space the floor. 2 triples. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Pritchard. To the wing, right side. Vucevic with it. Portis picks him up. Three-pointer Mathurin. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Shepherd. From behind the arc. Mathurin with a rebound. The Pistons lead by 4. Outside Whitmore. From outside the arc. And the Pistons, another 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
It's Dinwiddie with a drive. Out to Portis. From downtown. The rebound by Detroit.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And it's Mathurin missing. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Thibault. Three-pointer. And it's cleared by Vucevic. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Pritchard. A deep 3. The shot no good. Now here's Dinwiddie. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Here's Shepherd. Portis outside. 3 on the clock. Thibault on the wing. Fires the 3. The shot comes out.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Pass to Pritchard. Back to Whitmore. Lets it fly. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Outside Thibault. Here's Shepherd to stop the drought. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Detroit leading by 7. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's foul number 2 for him. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And the Pistons making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And here's Cunningham outside. A rebound by Stewart. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Stewart outside. Right side, Holiday. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Miller, right side. To end the drought. Counted from distance. Miller's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Left side, Mathurin. It's Stewart, high post. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Daniels. Drops in the 3. And the Pistons lead by 7.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
Cunningham, right side. Here's Sarr. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons lead by 7. Now Holiday. Here's Mathurin. Drives to the hoop. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. To the paint. Sarr. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Stewart. Holiday with the ball. The 3. The shot off that time. And here are the Timberwolves. They trail by 7. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Cunningham outside. Pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Cunningham. Here's Sarr. Mathurin with a rebound. On the wing, Daniels. And here's Whitmore. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Johnson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Yeah, he can hit that. Nice shot there from Johnson to drop in the triple.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Mathurin. On the wing, Holiday. Outside Whitmore. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Whitmore's got 10 points in just the second half.
exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The Pistons lead by 6. Now here's Holiday. It's stolen by Johnson. Miller with it. Guarded now by Holiday.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
On the wing, Whitmore. Pass to Stewart. Clock at 6. Shoots from 12. Doesn't go that time. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Miller. The 3 is up. The rebound by Stewart.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Holiday. So we see the Pistons get the win here.